Warning. The Zero Dead podcast is made for mature audiences only. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hey, thanks for tuning into the Zero Dead podcast. Just to let you know, we had a lot of audio issues in the beginning of this season. So this episode sadly also has some audio issues. We hope you can forgive us, and we hope you enjoy the episode despite all its quirks.
Last time, we ended on all of you receiving a letter. And I'll tell you now, the letter you have received was dated August 28, 2015. Now, with this information, who would like to go first in telling us what you do in this moment?
I'll go.
Thomas.
Yes.
You and your wife are...
Oh God. Yeah.
My wife.
Your wife are standing at the kitchen table. You both get the same FedEx envelope. What do you do?
I open the envelope, and I look at, while looking at Kelly, my wife, and I've recognized this. I've recognized this because Kelly's been working with Delta Green. I know sort of what the logo looks like. So when I see that logo on the envelope, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Like a stylized green faded triangle. Open it, and I'll send it to you privately, as I will do for everybody else. It is a letter, handwritten, detailed, and looks expensive.
What the...
Stylized handwriting, odd flourishes.
Do I recognize the name?
Richard Zaloni? No. You've never heard of this name, ever, in your life.
Is there anything else in the envelope apart from this invitation?
No, but even though it doesn't say on the invitation itself, it is an invitation for a birthday party for Richard Zaloni. It will be held at the Gateway Bridges restaurant in Boston, Massachusetts on 8 p.m., September 1st, 2015.
Okay, so it's a little bit away.
Yeah, it's going to be in 5 days. It's the 28th now.
It looks really old.
I imagine you look... Your wife?
My wife! And I go,
very fast.
my wife!
What? Get him out your system, everyone. My wife.
My wife!
My wife.
I show her did you get the same?
I think so, and I will show him.
Do you know who this is?
No, not really, but usually we don't know. Do I know him? No, usually we don't know him. Usually we don't know the people until we know them. So, welcome.
Don't you think this is a bit strange? Like the old envelope, the old paper, someone that we don't know? Do you think this is legit?
To be honest with you, I think so. You know what we can do? We just go, and if it's not, I try to contact them. Should I try to contact? Do you want me to try to contact them?
I mean, yes, if you can.
Usually they come to me. Would you say that by now, because I kind of like do a service for them, do I have a person that I have contact with? Or it's still, they send it to me?
Well, even if in your line of work, you've had contact with the things you wrote, the books you wrote and everything, but up until now, they have always contacted you in some way or form. You have some telephone numbers from people you've talked to, people that called you, asking about books and stuff and what you were writing. So you could try and contact one of them.
There is a phone number on the page.
Yeah, we can try that. I wanted to ask, can I roll something to think if she knows this name or if she remembers this name of anything? Because of course it looks like we are being invited as like we would know who this person is.
You know what? Give me a D100 roll.
88.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah.
As you're both standing there at your kitchen table or whatever table you're standing at, looking at each other, contemplating, let's quickly look at Jenny. Jenny, you took out the good stuff from below the kitchen counter, the stuff at the back. All the bottles.
Did. Yeah,
poured
the real
yourself
good stuff.
A good drink, maybe even two.
Yeah, I poured and drank one. Now I have poured the second one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna enjoy that slowly.
Your cat Ginger, your black cat Ginger, meowing in the background, trying to get your attention. You're just fixed on your drink and this FedEx envelope. The known green triangle, mostly faded, in the top right corner. What
Oh yeah.
do you do?
While I'm ignoring my cat, I open the envelope and I see what's in it. Because it has been a while since I've seen this logo.
Poor Luke, just sitting there.
I'll see thee soon enough. I'm waiting in anticipation, sir.
So this is, I'm guessing, also not a name that I recognize.
No, Richard Zaloni doesn't ring a bell for you.
How about the initials RZ? Are those something that ring a bell?
Roll me a D100.
Ooh, so close. 68.
No idea.
No idea. And you said there was a date on it, right? Because I don't...
No, it doesn't say on the invitation, the handout, but it's there.
Yeah.
Gateway Bridges Restaurants, Boston, Massachusetts. Boston. It's gonna be in Boston.
It's in Boston.
It's in Boston.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. 8 p.m., September 1st, 2015.
All right. I'm going to start making plans on how to get there. Boston from Mississippi is a drive. I also need to, I guess, take up some sick days at work. How does that work in the US? Can you take up sick days like in advance?
Famously, no.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like 2 weeks and that's it.
Oh well, I'll take a week, and then have some, I guess, unpaid holidays, unpaid time off from work. But yeah, I'll make sure that like my car is okay, that I'm gonna get some essentials from the store over like the next few days, and then actually no, I'm gonna do that on my way up there. Like stop just at various places, gas stations, supermarkets, Walmart, stuff like that.
Yeah, if I look on the map on Google Maps from the position that you're in, it takes about 21 hours to drive. You have 5 days-ish. So basically you have more than enough time to leave now, pack a bit, leave now, and then get supplies on the way.
Yeah, so counting it like a solid 24 hours driving total, 2 stops, maybe 3 days. You know, don't want to overdo it. Want to be rested for whatever this thing is gonna be.
Yeah, I imagine with what you went through during and after the night floors, you would want to be well rested when you arrive. Detective Guradanda.
Yes, sir.
You also got a knock on your door.
Can I say I received it at work?
Yeah, sure.
So imagine we're in the 13th precinct.
Still working at the 13th?
Yes. I'm Detective Sergeant at the 13th precinct. Imagine Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What do they call it with all the office chairs and desks? The pit, yeah. So I'm on the corner of the pit as the Detective Sergeant. Oh, and you can see the captain's office overlooking me and the pit in between us. Bone! I am your... Oh, you just made me sad because he's no longer with us. Anyway. So, it's a FedEx envelope, isn't it?
Yeah.
First things first. I'm gonna ask one of the other detectives. Who's my Bond detective? It's Detective Sullivan. I'm gonna look at Sullivan and go, do you know who dropped this off this morning?
Nah. I just I saw it in the mailroom and I picked it up. It got your name on it, so I thought might as well get it for you.
Yeah, well, okay, let's have a look. Does it have any markings on it? Any tracking numbers? I could...
Roll me a criminology roll.
It was a 20 under 60. Success.
So as you're checking, you notice that it's got no other markings than just your name and the precinct. Which is weird, because why would it not have any other information? It doesn't even have a return address. But it does have a weird stamp that you've never seen before. The letters on it are faded, as is the picture.
But not legible.
No, not on this.
So I'll take it out of the envelope, look at the invitation. Think to myself, do I know a Richard Bologna? It's a bit weird. Zoloni, sorry. It's very fancy writing. It looks like a big B, but it's the Z. So Richard Zoloni. Being of Italian descent myself, being a Girodanda, have I ever heard of the Zoloni family?
Roll me a intelligence roll.
68. So close to how special, but, never heard of the Zolonis.
No, you don't know Zoloni, but your long line of work in the NYPD, you've seen many people come and go, more nationalities than you can even count on 10 fingers. Might be a Polish colleague that you had one day.
Oh, so Zoloni's a Polish name?
No, it sounds vaguely Polish, Eastern European maybe.
Well, first things first, being a detective, click straight onto the database on my NYPD computer. Search the name, Richard Zoloni. Any hits?
No, not in the database. You check a few iterations on it. Doesn't pop up any known people or even anything. And you type it into Word, and you get that little pop-up, that clippy that says, "Did you mean Richard Green?"
I'm going to turn my monitor a bit closer towards me, like so no one else can see. That's a bit, and thinking to myself, that's a bit weird that Clippy is actually being useful or anything. It's just telling me that's nowhere near Clippy. How dare you? I'm going to click on Clippy. Show me.
Look, it's an alternate universe. In this universe, Clippy is super helpful. It redirects you to Google.
Oh, yes, that's okay. Now Bing. We're using Bing,
Yeah, Bing.
in this universe.
Bing.
Gonna Bing it.
And Bing is actually good in this universe. And it says Zoloni, Polish for green.
Oh, Richard Green. Do I get any hits on a Richard Green?
Well, yeah.
No, nothing. Yeah, it's unrelated. It's the Polish word for green. I'm going to call the number.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Hi, Gateway Bridges Restaurant. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Detective Girodanda. I was of the NYPD. I've received a invite to a party in 5 days' time for Richard Zoloni.
Just let me check here, sir. Yep, it's on here.
Yeah, by any chance, could you give me the contact number for Richard Zoloni?
Yeah, doesn't say Zoloni on the reservation, sir, but it does say, we see here, Dr. Barbas? Yeah, Dr. Barbas.
Oh, yeah, I know Dr. Barbas. Yeah. I don't have the contact number for him, though. I'd like to get in contact with him if that's possible. So, could you forward me his number, please?
Roll me a persuade.
31. Come on, be good in persuade. Oh, yeah, 31 under 60.
Sure, this, 5.
It's 555 555 555
3,
2.
1.
Blast off. Let's go.
No, he gives you the number, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that you've been more than helpful, sir. This is part of an ongoing investigation, and you've served your country, son, so...
Sorry, just wait, let me get my manager.
No, there's no need, and I hang up. I'm going to call 555 555 553 2 1.
You call the number, it rings once, twice, 3 times, but no lady, nobody picks up. It just keeps on ringing, and at some point, after a few tries in like 10 minutes, you're confident there's no answer.
Oh, I'm going to put the phone down. chalk it up to a bit of a weird invite.
And not go. Thank you for playing, Luke.
Thank you, yes. And then think I'm going to look into this. It's lucky that I'm actually in Boston on business in a few days. Who would have thunk? Well, this is a bit weird how this has been delivered directly to my desk with no oversight or anything like that. I don't know any Richard Zaloni. I don't have any active cases at the moment. Giradonda is quite bored, frankly. I'm trying to think of an angle to actually get Giradonda into the story, if I'm honest. That's what Giradonda is going to do then.
Yeah, look, I understand it's difficult to have somebody just randomly get an invitation and go with it, but you're a cop. If you want to do some more investigation at the precincts, you can do it. If you want to go to Boston and investigate some more, that's also an option.
Yeah, fair enough. Do I get any hits on the Gateway Bridges restaurant or anything? It's not linked to anything or...
It's like a random Mediterranean restaurant. No things stand out except for the Yelp review, 4 stars. And you notice that on the website, it says every Friday, buy one, get one free margarita appetizer.
Ooh. Is the party... What is the party on that night?
Well, being the amazing handler that I am,
I have, of course, not looked into this.
Let's say it is.
yes.
Yes, nice.
Actually, just one more thing. What's the score on TripAdvisor before we go there?
4 out of 5.
Yeah, that was Yelp. You said, what's TripAdvisor?
Oh, TripAdvisor. Undetermined. It kind of fluctuates between 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All the bad reviews and 1 star seem to be from a woman called Karen.
I went there on Wednesday and I didn't get the free appetizers. 1 star.
Worst place ever. So let's do some more investigating, say, on the letter then. Onto the envelope. Can I look at the CCTV footage of seeing who delivered it? Who placed it onto... Well, so who gave it to Sullivan?
Well, Sullivan, he picked it up from the front desk, from the mailroom. So you check this CCTV footage of him coming in, grabbing it from the desk, looking at it pensively, and then walking up towards you, or at least up the stairs. Still got your little screen tilted towards yourself?
Yes.
So you rewind further. When you see a man in a FedEx suit come in, have small talk with the receptionist, and just drop it off. Nothing really... Well, it surprises me as well, but there's nothing really special about this man.
He drops it off, and they walk away. Would the precinct have outside cameras that you can look into?
Of course, it's a police station. It's in Little Italy, I've looked it up. The 13th precinct in Manhattan.
All right, so give me, when you're still looking at these cameras and rewinding further on the outside cameras, give me an alertness roll.
65 over 60. Fail.
You look at the camera.
And the camera just outside the door, it picks this person up. And as he walks further, you cycle through the other cameras. They just give static. Static on static upon static. It seems that somebody, or, well, something, destroyed all the cameras.
Well, Giradonda's going to be a bit freaked out by this. Well, not freaked out, should I say, about the camera, more about the whole situation. He's not got much on his cases, so he's going to go. Why is someone inviting him to Boston? And he can do it on police time as well, because he's
going to get paid for being there.
Yes.
Yeah. No off time, no leave or anything.
But I won't have any jurisdiction.
Sounds like Giradonda problem.
Yes. So I'm going to get into the motor pool. Tell Sullivan, I'm going to be gone for a few days.
Boston again, sir?
Maybe. Just as long as you don't tell...
That's just a lucky guess, wow.
Yeah, just don't tell Lucy I'm gone for a few days, okay?
She comes here almost every day asking for you. What do you want me to tell her?
Tell her I'm working on a case. Tell her I'll call her when I'm on the road.
Need backup? Do you need your partner?
This is something I've got to do for myself. You know who it is.
I sure do, buddy.
I sure do.
I'll see you soon, Sullivan. And I'll tap my nose back at him. The less we talk about it, the better. Anyway. And I get in the motor pool and I start heading towards Boston. While being on my phone, being a reckless driver, looking up hotels in Boston.
I'm not saying you can't, but if you leave now, it's gonna take half a day to get there, and the invitation says in 5 days.
Okay, then. Let's rewind a bit. So I step outside the precinct, and I look at other cameras around the area. Is there any other buildings that have outside cameras that I can walk into on the street that could see? Yeah, it's going to be New York. Everywhere's got cameras, so maybe go into the shop next door. Just go, hey, buddy, I'm from next door. How you doing? And flash my badge.
Free coffee for you, sir.
Not right now. But thank you anyway. Is there any chance I can have a look at the camera outside? Our outside one's been broken. You know how it is, NYPD. Everyone wants to break stuff. I just
have to check my lawyer.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm not nothing against you. It's your outside camera, just on the street.
He looks very pensive. Give me a persuade roll.
Fuck. 68 over 60.
Oh no, sir. No.
Thank you for your time, sir. You have a great day. And I'll walk out into the next shop of the road.
With your fill, it's not gonna work. Let's check in with Mr. Wright.
I'm never wrong.
Hey. And his wife.
Stop. I noticed something about the upper corner of the letter, and that it looks like really, really old paper. Does it have does it just say the 5th of September, or does it actually have like 5th of September 2015 on it? Or 4th, whatever.
Oh.
Talking about the letter, it's an invitation, yeah?
Yeah.
It's for a particular date.
Yeah.
Does it say a year?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you say about the top?
Yeah, there's like the top left corner.
Did you check the top left corner of this invitation? And there's a little flap there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
and you finger flicks it once, twice.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it with your index and your thumb, and you pull.
Yes.
There is another paper behind it.
I thought so. Show me, baby. I'll put it on the... By the way, we started using the mural again. Should I read it?
Sure.
Okay, so it says, our London business is good, but Vienna and Berlin are quiet. Mr. D. Lloyd, Malloyd, has gone to Switzerland, and I hope for good news. He will be there for a week at 1496 Zermatt Street, and then goes to Turin and Rome, and will join Colonel Perry and arrive at Athens, Greece, November 27th or December 2nd. Letters there should be addressed King James Boulevard, 3580. We expect Charles E. Fuller Tuesday, Dr. L. McQuaid, and Robert Unger, Esquire, left on the YX Express tonight. And then there is a sign that I don't know that Thomas recognizes. Yeah, but well, Kelly's next to me and I go like, Kelly, look at this. And Kelly, this is a thing that you recognize. You have to. It's one of the sigils, which I'm gonna look at, but I'm not gonna say anything about, because I don't think Thomas knew.
Oh yeah.
So tell me.
Oh, but this one is much clearer than we ever saw it before. I think.
Ellie, tell me, what do you do when Thomas shows you this sigil that you definitely know?
I check if mine has something also, because my letter also has another side.
It does, yeah.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Shit. Sorry.
Yes.
This is person, not character. Fuck shit.
Thomas, wait, just a second. How we never discussed how much we talked about everything that happened. I think that at some point we talked a bit about some stuff. So he knows, for example, that I burned down the building with everything that we saw that night at my apartment before everything happened. I burned everything. I also explained to him that I was writing a book. He also knows about that. And in that book, to write that book, I made a lot of notes. Maybe I did some drawings of some stuff that I still remembered, like some signs. And maybe that's how she remembers this one. Maybe it's not so perfectly like this, but when she sees it, it's like, oh, what I do is I tell Thomas, I recognize this. And I try to explain to him. Sana helped me to remember. I really don't remember what the sign is. I recognize it, but I don't remember. Do you want me to say what she said?
Just now, if you're both checking this sign, that says person, the fire alarm goes off, and my cat just dropped something right now.
Do we see a fire?
Just goes off. Roll me sanity.
Okay. Good times. Fuck. It started.
I rolled a 6.
27 under 54.
You take 1 sanity point. The weirdness of this is just it eats at the edges of your mind. What do you do?
Okay, I think I will run to turn it off. But I did explain to him everything I knew about the sigil before I go.
So do tell us, Thomas, how does this make you feel, all this information, and now the fire alarm going off?
Not good. And he's seriously considering if he wants to do this.
I understand. Brings up a lot.
What happens if he doesn't?
I don't know.
Do you tell me that you're considering not to go?
No, not yet. This is still all going in his head.
It's also, everything has a link to his daughter, Abigail.
It is, and his wife. His ex-wife.
What?
Well, not ex-wife. His previous wife, who died.
My wife.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, I don't think everyone in the call knew this because we did it sort of deafened. But he's a recovering alcoholic, and when he noticed that Kelly has been doing some stuff behind his back, he really wanted a beer. And I think this and the shock of the fire alarm going off makes him really want another beer or another drink.
Well, I think this would require a POW roll or at least a Constitution roll, whichever you feel is best.
I think it would be Constitution. 42 under 50.
You really, really want one, but for lack of a better term, you man up. For now.
And I tell Kelly that I need some time, and I think I go for a walk to think about stuff.
Kelly, how do you react?
Kelly understands it. It's she's already packing. She's already thinking what she's going to take with her. There's no question about it. She also starts writing a letter to people connected to her cult because she has the intention to keep them posted. And it is obvious that she could just text them, but just for now she will write instead of text. Maybe she will write an email that she doesn't send yet.
So it's just sitting there in your draft folder.
Yeah. And it has actually a picture of the invite.
Jenny.
I'm going to... Well, I assume that at some point I will also figure out the backside of this letter. But before I do that, I'm going to do something else. Because I'm going to call this number on the invite, the number to the restaurant. Mm-hmm. But when they pick up, I'm going to try one of the Delta Green identification sentences codes things. I don't remember what they were. I remember something with roses.
The roses are very round in summer. No, it wasn't that.
No. Roses and smell something? Petals?
Oh no, the roses are very round in summer, but the petals are very distinctive shapes. Green triangles.
So you call them up. Gateway Beaches Restaurant, how can I help you?
The roses are very round in summer, but the petals have distinctive shapes. Green triangles.
Do I come again?
Oh, sorry, wrong number. And I hang up the phone.
Quick cut to Gateway Bridges Restaurant. Tina, the receptionist, looking at her manager and just saying, "This town is going to hell in a handbasket, sure." Is there anything you guys still want to do, you guys and gals, before we start the Boston chapter?
I think Thomas has to decide if he's going to go.
Well, that's something you need to decide for yourself. I would like it if he goes. It would make my life a hell of a lot easier.
What would it mean if he doesn't go?
I don't know. I really don't know.
does it mean that I create a different character? That's what I mean.
Yeah, but we would have to talk.
Okay. But he goes then. But he's very hesitant.
Well, that's okay. Can be very hesitant.
He's really not looking forward to this.
I mean, I don't want to stifle anybody's creativity or play your character.
No, I know, but I'm making it really hard for you as well. If I say that
It would make it harder, but it's not impossible.
Thomas isn't going to take part.
Like, there's a reason that Thomas also gets an invitation.
I know that. I guess that. But we're all going... So this is interesting because there's lots of places named on the letter. But we are going to Boston.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, can I do one thing?
No. Yes.
I just want to quickly check if this address actually exists on Google Maps.
It doesn't.
Oh, on Bing's Maps? No. In this universe, it does. So it is a real place. So there's not a MacGuffin there.
No, it's a real address, but it's like an apartment, basically.
You can pee now.
Thank you.
I'm kind of sad that it doesn't exist for real.
Yeah. But just, is it real in universe?
I checked for a restaurant that was like comparable to this one around that area, but I didn't really find one because I know how much you like it.
Aww.
I mean, I remember you all just poring over the map of Hannah, Montana when we did Extremophilia. That was so much fun.
I immediately recognized that sigil.
Kelly, Thomas, are you going together?
Traveling together? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I definitely like the days before because it's not that far from where we are. If we do it in like a road trip, it's like a 2-day drive.
Where, New Haven?
I'm looking at Dublin now, so that's not good.
No.
No, we were near Stamford.
3-hour drive.
Yeah, but we want to take it easy. We're old. Make it into we have time. We can make it into a road trip and go to Provincetown, which I've never been before. And then drive back, so make it like a 2-day thing.
Sure.
The scenic route.
Yeah, it's lovely there. But I asked before we go, even, I asked Kelly everything that I need to like pack and think about, and will there be time for like fishing or hunting or like what does this mean? Will we have time off in between? What does it look like? He's really nervous, excited and scared at the same time. So it's almost like he's 16 and he has his first date or like your first job interview. He's like he doesn't really know how to hold himself.
I think Kelly helps him with packing.
Do you think that this would look good on me?
And she gives more space for him in the luggage since he is more confused about his clothes than she is.
Do I bring do I shave? Like, do I have to go to the hairdressers beforehand?
No.
How long are we going to be away?
It will be fine. It's not like anybody's waiting us back home.
Will we have our car?
Yeah. Do you want to... We can do the driving, both of us.
Yeah. No, but I mean, will we be able to use our own car?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And Thomas will see me packing my gun, by the way.
Wait, so we bring weapons? I guess, yes, we bring weapons. Because last time what happened, it was insane.
Yes,
so
good.
Okay.
Chargers? Did you get your charger?
My charger?
Yeah, you have a cell phone, Thomas.
Oh, God, yes, sorry. Technology. Okay, I'll bring those.
Which cell phone Thomas has?
Like
old version yet?
He has a Nokia, like really old. He doesn't have like a fancy schmancy smartphone.
That's the one Kelly has. Yeah, she has the newest one.
Was that 2015?
Was that time already we could have already like extra chargers? Like, how do you call them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Kelly
power
would
banks.
take like power banks. She would take like 3 of them.
Do you think only 3?
3 is too little.
Should we bring like camping stuff?
Yeah. What card we have? Should we told this?
We have a truck. We got a truck, baby.
Okay.
Put everything in the back of the truck.
A book? Any book you're reading? Anything you like to distract yourself?
Well, usually I do that by fishing, but I'm not sure I can do that. So I'll go to the store and get some magazines, or get some magazines along the way about fishing and hunting.
Perfect. What, did you get your gun?
I'm bringing 2.
That's my husband.
And we fade out of this scene and fade up on another scene, starring Jenny.
Jenny!
Sorry.
It living up.
Yes. Me!
What's your plan? You're just gonna get some supplies on the way there?
Yeah, I'm getting some supplies on the way. So what I'm thinking is I'm driving through Alabama. So I'm gonna pick up a pistol and a shotgun somewhere in Alabama. I'm sure that's possible. And then I'm driving my own car. At some point, I'm thinking near Atlanta, I'm going to go to an airport, leave my car there, get a rental car, leave my own car just on the airport parking for however long, take all my stuff, put it in the trunk of the rental, and then drive on.
All right.
And then, make sure that I have a couple spare sets of clothes, at least one thing that can pass as fancy or slightly formal. And then, the basics. Any gear that I can think of that I could need, like flashlights, ropes, towels, maybe like a very basic lockpicking set.
First aid kit.
Yeah, screwdriver, just a bunch of crap.
I have a question whenever I can ask. One of my bones, Emily Harper, she works for Delta Green because she's being traumatized and she was having therapy sections with me. Is she back on Delta Green or she's not back yet?
Roll me psychology.
It's crazy that my psychology is so low. Oh, no problem. 23. It is a problem. Over 20. Can I use luck?
No, there's no luck.
Oh, there's no luck? Oh, yeah, it's Delta Green. Sorry. 23.
Unsure.
But I don't know, because we are friends. Like, we're close friends. So I don't know how, because I didn't ask. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to send... Kelly will send a message to her, and she will... kind of write in codes, but she will say, just in case you're there, can you check a name for me? And she will give the name of the person in the invitation.
So you send them a message, but do you send it on the same day you received the invitation?
Yeah, I think the same night that I was typing the email to send to the code. It sounds weird to write an email to send to the code. I don't know how this works in the modern days. Sorry, my brain damaged a bit.
So you send an email, you also send this text message to a friend asking them, and you get a text message back like a half an hour later saying, just Roger Wilco will ask. Over, out.
Okay.
So let's skip over this travel part. It's uneventful. You all arrive in Boston at your respective times. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you go to the restaurant?
Well, for Girodanda, it's going to be a bit different, isn't it? Because he's not part of Delta Green and not affiliated in any way, so he doesn't know what's going on. So I've seen the letter. I've took it down to forensics, got one off the books, found the second part of the letter. I thought, oh, this is a bit weird.
Oh, wait. Before you go on. If you're checking also this back part, which I understand you found, you're nodding yes, audio medium. Okay. Roll me a criminology check on this.
32 under 70. Successor.
A 70 in criminology. Wow.
I am a detective.
Weirdly enough, this is something you have seen before, many times even, in your line of work. This is what's called an exemplar. It's a way for cops or whoever needs to know somebody's handwriting to compare it to somebody else's handwriting. It is just a gibberish message.
Well, can I cross-check this against a database of handwriting?
Yep.
Or anything? Yeah, so This is all off the books because I'm a bit suspicious of this letter, but there's no crime being committed, so I'm not putting it on official papers. Any hits?
Ace, roll me a luck roll. Over or under 50, what do you want?
Let's go over 50 because I've got bad rolls at the minute. What's exactly 50? Is that over? Me too, Peter, so yes. By the skin of my teeth, sir.
You're running it through the database and people are helping you downstairs in the criminology department. And at some point you hear the computer give a ding and you look over and you see a green check mark found. And the person that is looking at the screen looks at you like disturbed and a bit nervous. Like, Detective Giradanda, we've got a hit. Look, I don't know what this is about, but look, promise me this is not gonna bite me in the ass, okay?
Robert, you've got nothing to worry about. What's the problem?
It's Steve, sir, but it's one of us, sir. It's the handwriting of a colleague, one of us. It's one from the Boston, Massachusetts area. It's not local.
Who?
Sir, do you know who this is?
No, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Is it Tony?
Oh, sir, no.
Because Tony was involved with the police, right?
Yeah, but he was an FBI informant, not a...
Oh shit! Sorry. I just really want Tony to be part of this. You know that, right?
Tony's gone.
Damn it!
He'll never be coming back. Forget about Tony.
I love Tony, but I'm in love with Tony.
Well, sir, it says here that it's a Dr. Elias Barbas.
That name's come up before, but Doctor, who's he work for then? If he's one of us, who?
Massachusetts.
The Massachusetts Police Department.
I have a speech impediment. Look, I don't want anything to do with this. This is way beyond my pay grade, sir.
Well, as I always say to you, Bob's your uncle. Thanks, Robert. But I won't be coming to you for this. Yeah, I don't need you to get involved, but you've been more than helpful. Remember, keep this one off the books.
Keep what off the book?
Exactly. Thanks, Jeff. It's been a pleasure. And I turn around and leave. I pop back my head back through the door. I'll see you soon, Steve. Don't worry. I'll remember who you are. And shut the door. Give him a cheeky wink.
You may not know it, but you feel it. You just made Steve's day.
Well, I'm going to quickly go back to my desk. Is there any way of going incognito mode on my computer?
Yeah, it's really elaborate because it's Bing, but Control-Alt-I, :backspace.
CD ... Yes. Okay, any hits on Elias Barbas? Of who he is? Can I get up his personnel file within the Boston PD? Oh shit, can I just call him? Can I just call the Boston PD and ask for him?
Sure.
Yeah, okay then. Ring up the Boston PD.
Boston PD, how can I help you?
Okay, this is Detective Sergeant Giradanda of the NYPD. It's a pleasure to speak to you this morning. Is there any chance you could get me in contact with Dr. Elias Barbas? I understand he works at the Boston PD.
Dr. Elias Barbas?
Barbas, that's the one. Could you patch me through to him, please?
I'm afraid I can't, sir.
Why is that?
He is on, Sorry, who is this again?
This is Detective Sergeant Giradanda of the 13th Precinct of the NYPD. Badge number 69420.
Right, so what's your criminology score?
It is 70 out of 100, ma'am.
Sorry, sir. He's on administrative leave, sir.
Do you know the reason why?
Something about something he said to somebody in the precinct, sir. It's, I'm not sure, sir. He's just on administrative leave for, like, psychological help.
Okay, then. Is there any chance you could patch me through to his supervisor at all?
Sure thing. Detective Skian.
This is Detective Giradanda of the NYPD, ma'am. Oh, sir, I don't know. I can't go what voice she was going for there, but...
It's ma'am.
I forgot that. Hi, ma'am. This is Detective Giradanda of the NYPD 13th Precinct. I was trying to get in contact with Dr. Elias Barbas. He could help us with an ongoing investigation within the NYPD, and I was just hoping that you could maybe give me his home phone number, because I understand he's on administrative leave.
Yeah, sorry, blindsided me. Sure. She gives the number that you already have.
The number that didn't answer. Damn it. Is there any chance you could give me his home address? I've tried this number to contact him before. It's imperative that I contact him with an ongoing investigation.
Yeah? Why?
Oh, it's because he has specialist knowledge of when he did his PhD. Something about bullshitology, I don't know. It's this newfangled science that he's really in on, and it's cropped up a few times within Lower Manhattan, and we need to get his expertise on it. He's the only one in the entire Eastern Seaboard that could help us on this case.
Give me a persuade roll there.
Okay, 12, that's a good one. 12 under 70 for persuade. 60 for persuade.
Lives at 919 4th Street, Medford, Massachusetts. I don't know what else to tell you.
No, it's been great, ma'am. Thank you. If he does contact you, just let him know I'm on my way, because if he's on administrative leave for psychological things, I don't want to scare the man, you know?
Oh, I won't be talking to him.
Yeah, do you know, could you tell me what type of man he is? Is he approachable? Is he easygoing?
Look, so you putting me in a tight spot here. I don't know if I should tell you everything that happened here. You're not internal affairs, and yeah, let's just say he's not working here. Choice. I know you're a cop, but it's difficult, you know?
We're on the same side, you can tell me.
Look, I just don't want him to get in any trouble, you see? I just want him to get better.
Yeah, no, you don't have to worry about anything like that. As I say, I'm not involved in the investigation. I just need his expertise on a few things.
All right, now, so we've been friends for, oh God, I can't even count years, maybe 10, 20 years. And everything was just fine. Everything was just fine. And then one day he just attacked me. I didn't know it. I saw him doing something, and I asked him, and he just attacked me for no reason.
Oh.
He attacked me for no reason. But like, had a day to cool off. Charges were dropped. He apologized via email and said he would seek counseling, and I have no idea what happened. But he looks completely deranged, nothing like himself. But ever since June, I have the feeling he's slipping away.
I'm sad to hear that, ma'am. So, would you consider him a violent person normally?
No, not at all. He's never been violent. This is the first time. Even on the job, he was nothing but courteous.
Well, I'll take that under consideration. I'll leave my sidearm in the car and everything, not to spook him or anything, you know.
Yeah, we just
I just need to ask him some questions.
Away.
I'll make sure I'll be quick about it. Maybe you never know, it might perk him up, you know, getting his brain active on a case again, you know. We've all been there. We've all been on the streets. We all know what happens on these streets.
Look, I helped you, but don't tell him. Don't tell him that we talked. I don't want him to get into trouble. I don't want to get into trouble. I don't want to upset him any further. Just don't tell him. Just don't tell him I said anything, okay?
Since we're on the same side, I'll give you that common courtesy. You've been more than helpful. I'm sorry to hear about your troubles with him, but I'll make sure he gets better when I
shot that email, I just thought, Elias, what's happening to you? You know, it was such a, it was courteous as well. It was courteous, but it was just a bit weird. But again, don't tell him I said anything, okay? I don't want to, you know.
Don't worry, I'll be careful with him. We never had this conversation. Don't worry.
Why? Is this off the books? I'm sorry. Who is this?
No. Hang up. Hang up and go, well, that didn't go well, did it, Sullivan? Just give him the eye.
Sullivan's not there.
Yeah. I'm just looking at his empty... Oh, yeah, he's on a case. Shit. Well, I'm going to head off to Boston and grab a carpool car, you know, with the lovely shotgun in the boot. I've got my sidearm, got the thing. It's only a 4-hour drive, so I'm going to head up to Elias's house the morning before the party.
I'm sorry to have to blindside everyone, move from one person to the other. Well, people are just, you all just having long stretches of time that you're not really doing anything, just listening. I hope you are all enjoying yourself there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to find a way to make the board work so it's helpful. At the same time, and writing down names and addresses.
We're thoroughly invested
We're
in
all
this
good.
already. Yes.
Don't you worry about us.
Our minds are racing at the moment. That's why we're not saying much.
Yeah, we are. We're all like, we're like, what the hell's going on? Why is there a demon lords?
We're
or a
waiting for
demon
that manila
king
folder to be
thing?
put in front of us so we can go, oh, this is the mission. Good evening. But you're going to have that build-up. You need that tension, sir, that ambiance.
We love it.
4 days passed. 4 days. 96 hours. You all calculating. Not sure if I'm correct.
I'm bad at math. I don't care.
24,
Yes,
48,
sounds right.
96 hours passed. That hour, well, say around hour
Just say what day and what time.
89. Around hour 89, the day, September 1st, morning.
Okay.
84. Detective Garadanda.
Yes, sir.
You take your car and you drive to the address that you received. You stake it out for just a bit to see that all the windows are shut, the door is shut, the curtains are drawn. It's an old, rather uneven 2-story rust-red bungalow. It stands on an unkept lawn, but in an otherwise, like, all the houses around are carefully maintained. What do you do?
So, I'm going to step outside of the squad car, shut the door. It's an unmarked squad car.
I was just going to ask, is it like what car is it?
Oh, what's the car from You Can't Handle the Truth? You know, the sedan. Ultima. Yeah, it's my Ford Ultima. Step outside of my Ultima, shut the door. I'm going to check my my holster on my side. I'm going to slightly move that to the back, clip it in at the back of my shoe thing, but still keep it there. I'm going to approach the house as I would on any other detective job, nice and calmly. Knock the door twice. Any answer?
No sound.
No sound. Is there a light behind the peephole?
Well, it's daytime. There's no discernible light coming from the people that you can make out.
And because it's shutters on the windows, I can't look through the windows. I'm going to knock again and shout out, Dr. Elias? Any sound?
No response.
Knock a third time. Dr. Elias, this is the NYPD. We're here on a welfare check. Since I've shouted out to the neighbourhood that it's a welfare check and that it's police, I think something's happened to him. Oh no, maybe if I had a bit of breaking and entering here. I don't know the ambiguity of the law here. Is the due course to go inside? Who knows?
I don't know the law in Boston.
Ooh, I'm an outsider. So I'll kick down the door. Actually, can I just try and open the door? Is the door unlocked?
It is very much locked.
I'm going to bang the door again. Elias, answer the door, otherwise I'm going to bang it in.
No response.
Do I hit it up a notch? Can I go around the back of the house first? Going to make a 360 of the house, go around it, see if there's any other entryways, any windows I can spy through first.
You move around the house, and there's a windows on the side and everything, and there's a back door, but it's also closed.
Is there a cat flap? I'm going to look around for a rock neck on the porch. Is there a hidden key under one of the porches?
It's search.
Under the welcome mat?
Roll me a search
on, baby.
with a plus 20.
Oh, I'm going to need it. 51. Oh no, my search is 75. What the hell?
95 or under.
Success.
What did you roll?
51.
Because you said, is there a rock? Got a 20% bonus because you find a key under a fake rock concealed near the walk-up back door.
I'm going to put the key in the lock, open it, pull out my flashlight, my mag light, and go in, police style. opening. Police department. Elias, are you there? Dr. Barbaras, are you there? And walk through the kitchen. What do I see on the inside of the house? Is it kept or is it an absolute mess?
As you walk into the kitchen, you see 2 paint pens in the kitchen counter, on the kitchen counter, with nuts and bolts soaking in gasoline. With your expert knowledge of, you've been in houses before, you're missing the quintessential hum of a refrigerator. You touch it, it's warm. The only thing inside is a box of baking soda. Dishes are piled in a corner, clean but smashed, and silverware is neatly stacked in a dusty drawer. It's clear that nobody has been eating here for, I would say, weeks. What do you do?
If no one's been here in weeks, or it doesn't look like he's been here, I'm still going to edge on the side of caution. Does it look like there's been a disturbance? Because the nuts and bolts in gasoline suggest to me a homemade bomb. So, can I unhitch my pistol and start searching the house to see of any forms of life?
Walking slowly through the house, through the kitchen, you have your gun drawn. The kitchen ends in 2 doors, a left door and a right door. Which one do you take?
The left door. We'll go left to right.
The door creaks open slowly, and you can see a large room, clear, bare wooden floor, which is pitted and stained with oil and gasoline. Truck drive shafts, industrial counterweights, and other large, ponderous machines are strewn throughout the living room floor. Ooh. Well, apparently it's the living room. In various states of disassembly. Most prominent is a large standing clock. You can look into another room, and that room is almost the same as this room. Old tools lie scattered on the floor, old tools and books. What do you do?
Is it a grandfather clock? Is it knocking left to right, or is it off?
You hear a soft humming coming from this clock.
I don't want to touch the shiny because I feel like this might be a portal to the next lot of night floors. I don't know. But Giridanda doesn't know this. No, I'm going to move past this at the moment. I'm looking for Elias. I'm on mission. I need to find if he's anywhere in the house. So he's no signs of life in this room. Move on.
All right, give me just like a few seconds to read up on something, because I did not expect you to go into this house, so I need to really quick read up what's happening in this house.
Yeah, sorry. I feel like I've entered a place where the whole team should be later on in the story.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So you traverse this room ever so slowly, still keeping your head on a swivel, trying to not step on any of the tools, the drive shafts, the mechanical parts that are just strewn over this floor. And the clock is going like tick, tack, tick, tack, tick, tack. You keep traversing this floor, this room, almost slipping on some oil that's been spilled. And the moment you're almost out of this room, you're almost through this room to the next room, your feet, they creak on the floor. The wooden floor creaks just a bit. And you hear tick, tack, and the clock stops. The humming grows louder. This soft hum that it was emanating, it grows louder as it opens. Large mechanical mandibles extend from its belly, from the glass opening, and from the side, weird-looking mechanical legs whirl out, and it stands on 4 legs, and 2 razor-sharp mandibles hold up high, and it turns to you.
Yeah, run!
That's where we're stopped for today.
Oh!
What?
I entered somewhere I shouldn't.